Yes. Power exchange, often referred as PX in restructured power markets. Now, in the last video lecture, we have seen the role of independent system operator, the principles of independent system operator, and the different functions he performs, the different ancillary services which he provides, and how he mitigates the transmission constraints and how he handles emergency conditions. So all this we have discussed in the previous video lecture. Now, in this lecture, we will see the concept of power exchange, what we refer to as PX. Now, coming to the introduction, so far across the globe, most of the electric entities, basically utilities, they have been involved in short-term and long-term energy transactions. Most of the transactions are so far bilateral transactions, for maybe for a short duration or maybe for a longer durations, where the two parties which are involved in this contract, they will agree upon the volume of electricity, the price of electricity, the delivery of the electricity, the location at which it is to be delivered, and the quality of the electricity. So all these things, they have been being discussed between the two parties itself. So far across the globe, the same has been happening till the restructuring started. And the restructuring models, all the restructuring models, they suggested that there must be a common place where electricity must be traded, just like any other commodity. So just like any other commodity, electricity and its services, everything must be traded, which will reflect the markets, the true demand of the electricity. This marketplace, where electricity and its services are being traded in a very competitive manner, it is called as power exchange, or what we call it as spot price. This is what I have mentioned here. The marketplace where energy and its related services are traded in a competitive manner is termed as power exchange, or sometimes called as spot price pool. So in this market, or what we call it as a power exchange, so there will be a selling of electricity and its services and buying of electricity and its services. So just like every other commodity, electricity is being traded here on a very competitive way on quantity bids, and the prices will be automatically shortlisted, or they will be finalized automatically by the operator of the pool or the power exchange. So who will be there in this power exchange? So the common terminology which we use for different players in this power markets or power exchanges are, the first thing is utilities. It can be a GENCO or a DISCO or transco. So the power utilities who basically sell or buy the power. The power marketers who act on behalf of. So power marketers, brokers, load aggregators, retailers. So these are the people who basically act independently or on behalf of these utilities. And the large industrial customers who directly want to buy power from the central pool, and co-generators who, apart from electricity, they will generate some heat also. So these are the different types of participants in the power exchanges. We will see the role of these participants in detail. Now, the key points which you are supposed to remember regarding this power exchange is, power exchange, just like your independent system operator, it is a completely independent, non-government and non-profit entity. It accepts the bids, or we call it as schedules of loads and generation resources. So keep it in mind that power exchange is a non-profit, non-government, independent entity, and it does not basically deals with small consumers just like us. It does not deal with small consumers, or what we call it as small volumes of electricity. And power exchange, basically, after dealing with the electricity, it manages the settlements and arranges for credit arrangements, for scheduling and balancing of loads and generation resources. So financial settlements are being handled by power exchange. And also, as mentioned earlier, power exchange guarantees an equal and non-discriminatory access of non-discriminatory access of transmission lines, and it allows competitive opportunity for all the participants. So let us suppose if somebody buys some power, so he must get, irrespective of the volume and price for which he is purchasing or selling, he must get a non-discriminatory access to the services which are offered by the power. So that job will be taken care by PX. And normally PX includes day-ahead market and an hour-ahead market also. So these two type of markets are available in the power exchange. That we will discuss in the next video lectures. I hope now you have got a simple introduction regarding this power exchange, the different participants who will be there in the power exchange, and what actually must be the futures of power exchange. Thank you, and in the full video lecture we will